guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber from Kyuujin, and today we are back at you guys with Black Clover, episode 23.
Yes, last episode we fought against Radesidesu?
Yeah. No, just Radesidesu.
The guy that wanted to be a magic knight and he got rejected. Looks like it was rejected because of the type of magic he uses. He gets to put a little bit of mana into dead people, so corpses, and he reanimates them like this and uses them as weapon.
Yeah.
He's got also very strong specific corpses. Number 1 we saw, number 2 we're seeing right now, Alfred.
Jimmy and Alfred.
They have special abilities. So we're currently facing the one that seems to have electric powers. We protected a little girl, and now Noelle, she shook herself up and she's right there with us. The Vermilions are there too, and everyone else is keeping the zombies away from the civilians. So
yep.
Come on, my guy, you gotta face this second big corpse, and just keep fighting until there's no more corpses left. We can do this, right? This is where we are, so let's jump in this episode and see what happens. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of these episodes, and check out our Patreon for the full-length reactions.
Alright guys, let's go!
襲撃を受けた。王都の5カ所で炎が上がり、各地に魔法騎士団が出動。謎の敵の集団と。次はお前自身がかかってこいよ。
Who's got someone on the inside as a partner on this? Because he knows too much about us. Let's go!
Hopefully after we defeat Alfred, we won't face Batman.
The Crimson Lion King.
Lion King?
So, no, the Vermilion guy, I guess. Show up a little bit. Let's go.
I wanna be
twins!
You mean extras?
NPCs. There's that too. This looks like a diversion.
魔法帝はどこにおる？クローバー王国のこのアウグストゥス・キーラ・クローバー13世の。
Oh, okay, so it's kind of a bit like Naruto. We have the Wizard King, so he's got magic, so he represents everyone with magic. And you got the one in charge of the country. Yeah. He's the type to be like, I don't care about the civilians, just why aren't you protecting me? What are you doing for your people then? Not much of a leader, I think. I must finish the dish.
Speaking like a true chef.
She'll love this guy. You're not cooking for them, you're cooking for him himself. Oh, she's here to eat. Cook for me, please! This reminds me of Asterix and Obelix.
Yeah?
He's gonna bring out all his best dishes and she'll just eat all of it without ever ending. He'll go out of business because of her. Nice to see some people are enjoying themselves. You run. Oh yes!
Cooking is more important than my life. Can't we use Noelle's magic?
Yeah, but with water, that would be, I don't know. With electricity, with lightning, that would have, they would have speed too. Sorry, can't speak. Sorry. No, usually water and electricity don't match. Let's remind ourselves that he's still bleeding. Oh yeah, they could try it again. The power of friendship!
Maybe we can use it again.
He's out of reach, that would work. Can they give him fire too?
Maybe.
We don't have that a strong connection yet, maybe, so I don't know.
This is Jeremy.
さっき言ったよな、かかってこいって下やつって高みの見物。
What are you gonna do when we face you later?
戦い方なんだよ、ここの使い方が違うんだ。
You are talking shit, man.
バカそう人を人とも思ってねえクソ野郎に。気合だけじゃどうにもなんねんだよクソガキが。
Where's Daddy Vermilion? Or whatever, like the bigger one.
Did you say Daddy Vermilion?
やれ
Come on. Crimson Lion King,
Ooh.
right? He can get him.
アルフレッドか。
He's not alone, he's got friends. There he is.
Oh no, I just want to toast it a little bit.
I said crispy.
ちくしょう、俺の力じゃ。
It's okay to have allies.
横槍を入れて
Thank you.
今死ぬには惜しい男だと思ってしまってな。
Thank you, man.
You have so much potential. Give yourself time to become stronger and learn about this more. And I really like this guy.
Yeah.
魔力がない身で
I told you guys we were gonna show them.
闇のやつの方が先見の明を持
I was just thinking that it could have been cool to be a part of this squad too.
魔法帝になると言ってた。魔法帝になるだ。
Yeah, just watch us, bitch.
クソガキがなれるわけねえだろ。で
He's
も
not weaker.
この私ともライバルだな。
My God, get in line.
I like that. He's acknowledging his strength. We said it before, to be someone's rival, you need to acknowledge their strength.
ようやくまともなやつがグレンの獅子王団長フエゴレオン・バーミリオンさんよ。
Vermilion.
Fuego. Okay.
あとは任せておけ。
I want to see him. I want to see him show off. Next part of the episode, all about him, please. Please.
He's all fired up, that's right.
Yeah. I prefer that to dismissing him. Yeah. That's how he shows affection.
俺はまだやれる。ダメだ。
No, Brad.
戦士ならば己の状態を常に
Yeah,
把握
you
し
are hurt. Don't be stupid.
豪快さはお前の一番の武器だろう。
Easier said than done.
But I mean, that's good advice considering how he is as a person. Sometimes you have no choice, but when given the opportunity, know your limits and
お
stop
前
before
ら
it's
の
too
狙い
late.
は何だ。一体
He's a
何者
fucking distraction.
何者トップで魔法騎士団に入団した。覚えちゃねえよな。あんたらには取るに足りないものだろ。とてつもない魔力量だ。採用希望者は挙手を。名は
Radis.
シオンのシャチ団に入団したはずだが追放されたんだよ。
Whose fault was that, you think?
あれだけの才能を持ちなぜ
Unless I
Yeah.
was right and it's really because of his magic type.
危険な禁術だと昔国からも追い出しやがったんだ。
They have the right to kick you out of the kingdom?
誰も守ってくれなかった。俺の才能の方が上だってのに他の誰よりもこの国は魔力が全てなんじゃねえのかよ。国にも復讐する、それが俺の目的だ。目的はもう一つある。そんな幼稚な理由でふざけるなバカ者。
I don't know, like, there's a bit of a reason behind this. This is the system of this world. Magic is everything. So when you reject him based on his magic, what can you do?
Yeah.
God damn, yes!
できんぞ。炎創生魔法。
I'm sorry about my awesomeness.
魔法壁。
Yeah, every one of them has a different type, so you gotta
ナンバーワン
adapt.
カール。
Oh, so we went 3, 2, 1. Carl. 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 Carl.
あいつまだあんなの。
On this one, we might need
We need
Asta.
Asta, yeah.
先ほど言った言葉
Forget about that. Now help me.
見ておけ。
Or can we just break through?
実は防御だけじゃないぜ。超連続の攻撃は
What just happened? For a sec, I almost wondered if Asta hid in the back and hit it with the sword.
No.
ソルリーニ
He used his brain and he
攻撃
adapted.
の瞬間手薄になる箇所があったんだそこを
Use your brain.
厄介な魔法など日常茶飯事いいかお前たち騎士団にいる以上強力な敵
He changed this guy.
戦いは常に起こる冷静に能力を見極め大胆に戦う精神がある
Yes. Yes. I like him.
I love you, man.
敵の弱点を見抜いて仲間の指揮まで魔法騎士団
Yummy, you gotta step up, man.
バカなナンバーワンが
Because you keep putting yourself on the pedestal and thinking you're stronger. You're underestimating everyone.
とてつもない才能が磨き上げられた力も正しき精神を伴わなければただの暴力誰からも認められん
Do you feel bad for Radis?
Nah. The
Yeah.
younger one, maybe. What he's become, no.
時間がかかったな魔法騎士団もまだまだあ
You say that you don't value them at all.
あなぜ世のもとに来んのだ
Shut up.
You might have bigger things to worry about.
世より大切なものなどある
Oh,
わ
I
け
hate
Oh,
him.
I hate those type of rulers, guys.
姉さんに触れていいのは私たち青の野原の女
No, you're not allowed to touch me either.
誤解を招く言い方はやめろ
We're not
姉さん
that
の世の中
close.
に触れていいのは
Damn.
やはりおかしい
Something else was probably happening.
手こずらないようにもっと強くならないと
魔法騎士団万歳
そろそろ息のいいメス豚のマナ
Not another one
She
yet.
talked about, I'm guessing, the pupil's mana. What are you about to try and do? I'm worried about next episode. Okay.
Oh.
So,
I really love the Crimson Lion King squad.
I like these two at the very least. I'm forgetting his name. So, the captain and the cousin Leo. So yeah, I like their personalities. I like that they are not too full of themselves to acknowledge people that are below them in ranks. I know, like, it's not like they straight up show love for the commoners and the peasants and all of that, but they allowed Asta to show a little bit of what he was made of. Beyond that, like, they know about Noelle and still they gave her encouragement and advice. He advised all the people that were present around him. That included 2 people from a squad that's not his own. So really, it's like his ultimate goal is that every magic knight gets to become stronger for the purpose of saving the innocents. It's not just his own advancement, his own squad's advancement, his reputation. It's really about everyone getting a chance and everyone proving what they can do. So I like that attitude. I like that now we have 3 rivals. But that's pretty great. That basically means that those strong knights,
More people are gonna acknowledge our worth and our strength.
these 2 strong knights thought it was that Asta deserved to be their rival. So yeah, they acknowledged what he was capable of doing. And I think it's a good advice that he gave him, considering, like, yes, it's true, sometimes there's no one around you to help you, and you're the only one between the enemy and the innocents. You have no choice but to fight, and that's when Asta's resolve comes through and defeats everyone, because he's never gonna stop. He's
Sure.
never letting anything push him down. But when you have allies,
You need to be able to rely on them to help you out when you need to get help.
yes, because otherwise, one day, like, you're not the strongest yet. You have the chance to become really strong. Give yourself that chance. Give yourself that time. And in order to do that, when you are faced with stronger opponents that you can't face, learn from the fight and allow your allies that are stronger to help you out. There's no shame in accepting a little help. If you go around and help Noelle, help help Klaus Lunette, why can't they help you? Right? You don't have to do this on your own.
But it's also the fact that you need to be aware as a knight, or just as a fighter, just a fighter, of your physical abilities and your physical status. Like, are you wounded?
Your limits.
Your limits. Can
Yep.
you still fight, or if you continue, are you gonna get worse?
Like I said, like, sometimes you have no choice but to fight despite those wounds. But In this case, he had people around him to take care of things. So yes, his pride was getting in the way. It was getting personal. The guy was insulting him over and over because he put himself on a pedestal and he saw himself as so much stronger than everyone else. He got full of himself. So yeah, it got personal, but let the other guys help you out. Let them do the job and learn from what they can do. They had so much more time than you to practice. You're not the best. Like, yes, you'll suffer losses. You'll face stronger opponents in the future. You need to learn from your mistakes and learn from your losses, and don't beat yourself up over that too much. That's how you'll become stronger. So he was really a good mentor / captain in this episode. I thought he was really.
I like
really
the fact that he gave as advice, mostly for Asta, that you need to keep a level head when you're fighting. You need to think things through and be smart about
Especially with Asta, who likes just jump into things, screams about things. Like he's not
really emotional as a type of fighter.
And it's true that he has an attitude, like people mock him for that, but it's kind of true that he has an attitude of like just barreling into things. Like for some people, they think, like Leo thinks it's funny, it's interesting, because faced with intriguing magic and powerful allies, he just takes his sword and runs towards the enemy and just tries to hit them. Yeah, he doesn't really think about how to achieve things better. Like he just does what he knows. Yes, he's gotten better at this. Like he's using 2 swords now, because obviously you can't always use the same sword. Sometimes you need to change your strategy, but you need to do that even more now. You need to think about, or at least try to learn how to counter some of those attacks. Like now you know that you can't really do much with an opponent that's out of reach. So what are you going to do next time? You got to think about that and practice. So keep a level head and think about the strategy before you do anything. That's how you're going to stay alive. And that's also how you get to face stronger opponents and not lose it, because like it's going to happen for sure. You're going to face strong opponents in the future, and if every time that happens you freak out, you're going to lose. So yeah, that's I really like the character, and I hope we see more of him. But so far we've won. He's right too. I think he represents a good magic knight, the way we would expect them to be, like saying that the reason why he was not accepted, Rades, the way why he was not accepted was because the reasons why he wanted to be a magic knight, his ideals, what pushed him, what drove him, they were not good reasons, and he was a twisted kind of person. And so yeah, when your ideas behind your strength and all that, when what drives you is evil, we cannot accept you as a protector of the people, man. That's not, you need to be there for a just cause. Again, I'm going to bring back the discussion we had several episodes ago about, I'm not sure if all the knights are becoming knights for right reasons, but so far I'm pleasantly surprised. They all seem to truly want to do their job correctly. Like, for example, I expected some of the knights to be more like the actual king we saw this episode. Think of themselves, like they do think of themselves as highly...
I'm more important, why don't you focus on me and my needs? Basically.
Yeah, kind of like, the difference is that he doesn't fight, like he doesn't have actual, like I don't know if he has strong magic or not. Magic being everything in this universe, though, I would expect you to value those mages better, like put them on a higher level of respect, considering, like I said, everything comes down to magic in this world.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he spits on knights, on magic knights. He does not value the magic king at all. I think he feels that he's got magic. The wizard king has more respect from the people. He's well known. He's loved by the many, and he's trying to put him back in his place by putting himself higher.
What I mean, compared to the king, the magic king,
the wizard king.
The wizard king, thank you, and the magic knights are the one going outside helping the people with the problems.
Yeah.
The king just stay in his tower, he doesn't move at all.
He doesn't seem to give a shit about his people. But like I said, that's kind of how I was afraid that some of the magic knights were going to be a bit more like that. Like obviously they have the attitude. They are shitty people, some of them. They treat the commoners and the peasants like they're trash. They don't want to see them, talk about them. They do their jobs though. I expected some of them to be more like, I mean, why are we expected to protect like these commoners or these peasants. Of course, if that was their attitude, they would not be magic knights. But I was a bit afraid this would be the attitude I would be getting.
Maybe that's the fact because, like you said, they are magic knights, so they are expected to protect the commoners.
In that way, I am pleasantly surprised, and I'm actually really glad that they're not that much of an asshole.
Might have been different if they would be just nobles with really powerful magic. And
not magic knights.
They're not magic knight, no.
Well, I guess it's expected of them. Like, they did say, like, Noelle was not really expected to become a magic knight. She chose to do this on her own, and then they threw her to the Black Bulls to get rid of her. But I think it's expected of royals and nobles with strong powers, strong magic, to just go to the magic knights. Like, you have the magic, so why not use it? Like, that would give you status, that would give you opportunities, that would put you in the hierarchy higher than many people. So I guess not everyone does it, but I felt like this was expected of them. So I don't know how many nobles and royals are just not magic knights. We haven't seen those. That'd be interesting. But so we defeated this guy.
Yeah, but with Rades, though, do you think back then, 6 years ago, he had the same ideals with the fact that his magic was just so strong, but they just got rid of him because they said that it was just not the typical type of magic for a knight?
No, it sounds like that's what happened because he said it himself. They said my magic was too vile, too dark. And the way he talks about himself back then too makes me think that he already had this vision of, oh, I'm stronger than the nobles, stronger than the royals. And to be fair, that's why I was saying in the episode, like it's kind of a result of the system. This world is telling people that everything comes down to magic. If you're strong, you're supposed to go far in life. Like, that's expected of you if you have strong magic. So he probably thought like that was a good chance for him to get out of his commoner state, become someone more important, get all the rewards, and use that magic. Like, that was something that was given to him. So you can't really choose your magic, you can't really choose your hierarchy, but if you are born a commoner with strong magic, you have an opportunity to rise. So he would have taken it, he would have been sure this would work, because the world revolves around magic. But when that is not enough, and when your type of magic is what sends you away, and they reject you, what do? Because this is the only thing that's going to take you that far. Otherwise, you'll stay a commoner and there's nothing you can do. This type of magic can't really help him work, right? You can't like cook with fire. You can't, help people with their water. You can do shit. You can bring back the dead like that, but use them in weapons. If you're not a magic knight, how are you going to use that without having people just be like, oh, what the fuck? And if you were a magic knight, they would also probably be like, oh, what the fuck? So yeah, he saw an opportunity. They rejected him still. That went against what he believed to be the system, which, I mean, he's kind of right. So yeah, he rebelled, and I guess he's a victim of how the system works. But to be fair, who knows? We were not there back then. Maybe he already had those ideals. Maybe there's a bigger reason why they sent him away. Like, maybe he was already a bit of a psycho.
But I do believe that even despite your type of magic, you can still do great stuff with it. It's not because your magic could be perceived as being dark, evil, or wrong that it should be dark, evil, or wrong.
Well, I mean, I know, but what if your power... It kind of reminds me of, what's his name? Shinzo? In Boku no Hero Academia?
Yeah.
The one whose power is literally to manipulate people with his voice.
Mm-hmm.
It's considered a villain power. Like, it's with that power you could do so much, and he was trying to prove people that despite his ability he could still be a hero, but people would be judging, people would be expecting you to be like, ah, shit, like, it's pretty dark, man, like, how are you supposed to help when your power is to manipulate? It's kind of the same here. How are you supposed to help?
Find a way to be able to be helpful to people. That's the thing.
But I know, but his power is literally to manipulate dead corpse. And you said it yourself, like, how would you react if the guy who's supposed to protect you is using your dead mom as fodder, cannon fodder? It's dark. It's really dark. But again, I don't know, like, we were not there back then. I don't know if he had a darkness in him that they saw it. Because, I mean, they saw him at the test. They had to have seen him fight and be like, I mean, he's interesting.
He got picked.
But then they rejected him later. So, yeah. And, I mean, we're not going to get the full truth from this guy. He's so deluded.
Yeah.
Anyway, but he's gone now, but apparently there's more to this plan, so I'm a bit afraid for the next episode. We'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching this with us. If you want to see the next 2 episodes right away, they are on Patreon already. You can check them out. The link is in the description below.
And if you don't want to, the next one will be on YouTube pretty soon, guys.
Next.
See you then.
Bye.